This K&N air intake system is designed to increase vehicle power and acceleration by reducing restriction into the intake path. The 57-1511-2 air intake has received a CARB EO number, and it is street legal in all 50 states. This air intake system fits 1994, 1995, 1996, 1997, 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, and 2002 Dodge Ram 1500 and 2500 models with 5.9-liter engines, in addition to other vehicles identified on the K&N website or catalog. K&N power testing showed an estimated power gain of 11 horsepower at 4,248 RPM, with this air intake installed on a 1995 Dodge Ram 1500 with a 5.9-liter engine. Actual results will vary depending on the condition of the vehicle, mileage, weather, and other variables. With the air intake installed, we ran the vehicle on the dyno to test the sound comparison versus the stock intake. The intake kit includes components that have been designed or matched to the needs of these vehicles to produce a safe horsepower increase. Detailed installation instructions are included with this kit. The tools needed for this install are shown. Turn the ignition off and disconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Loosen the hose clamp on the air cleaner at the throttle body. Disconnect the crankcase vent line from the air cleaner. Pull firmly upwards to remove the air cleaner away from the throttle body. Detach the air inlet duct from the inner fender and remove the entire air cleaner assembly. Remove the OE gasket, as it will not be used. Mount the Z bracket into the existing hole in the radiator core support. Remove the evap canister purge solenoid from the evap assembly bracket located on the inner fender. Loosen and remove the 3 bolts that secure the evap assembly bracket to the inner fender. Loosen and remove the evap canister vent from the evap assembly bracket. Loosen and remove the 3 screws that secure the evap canister to the evap assembly bracket. Remove the evap assembly bracket from the vehicle. Remove the 2 upper stock metal standoffs and the stock grommets from the stock evap assembly bracket and install them into the new evap assembly bracket. Install the provided step bushing into the hole on the back side of the evap assembly bracket. Install the evap canister onto the evap assembly bracket using the original screws removed in step 10. Install the evap canister vent onto the evap assembly bracket using the hardware provided. Remove the rubber-mounted locating bracket from the purge control solenoid. Install the purge control solenoid onto the evap assembly bracket. Using the 2 stock bolts and the provided sheet metal screws, secure the evap bracket and the L bracket to the inner fender. Due to manufacturer inconsistencies, a 5/16 hole may need to be drilled into the inner fender for the sheet metal screw. On 1994 through 1997 models, install the long L bracket to the existing hole on the inner fender, then secure it with the provided spacer and hardware. Install and secure heat shield B to the Z bracket, but do not tighten completely at this time. Apply the 18-inch long edge trim to the heat shield and trim as needed. Install and secure heat shield A to the long L bracket, but do not tighten completely at this time. Secure heat shield A and B together. Using one of the provided zip ties, secure the AC line and heater hose together. Assemble the saddle bracket assembly. Loosen and remove the bolt that retains the fuel rail bracket. Install the saddle bracket assembly using the bolt removed in step 26, but do not tighten completely. Apply the new provided gasket to the throttle body. Install the provided stud into the throttle body. Apply 2 drops of the included thread locker to the throttle body stud. Slide the intake tube through the hole in the heat shield. Install the intake tube onto the throttle body and secure the plenum with the provided nut extension and washer. Secure the saddle bracket to the intake tube with the provided hose clamp, then tighten the bolt at the fuel rail. Position the heat shield for best fit and clearance. Assemble the appropriate hose mender and the provided vent hose. Cut the factory crankcase vent hose for best fit. Attach the existing crankcase vent hose to the vent assembly. Attach the crankcase vent hose assembly to the vent tube on the intake tube. Align the heat shield for best clearance and tighten the two brackets. It will be necessary to readjust the brackets in the saddle bracket assembly for best clearance. Retighten all hardware. Install the side location trim seal onto the slot on the heat shield. Secure the AC line to the heat shield with a provided zip tie. Install the top location trim seal onto the heat shield and trim it as necessary. Install the air filter element onto the intake tube and secure with a hose clamp. Reconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Double check to make sure everything is tight and properly positioned before starting the vehicle. The included CARB exemption sticker must be visible under the hood so that an emissions inspector can see it when the vehicle is required to be tested for emissions. It will be necessary for all K&N high-flow air intake systems to be checked periodically for realignment, clearance, and tightening of all connections. Failure to follow the above instructions or proper maintenance may void warranty. For more product information, go to knfilters.com. K&N makes products for nearly every vehicle on the road. The K&N website allows you to search products by vehicle or dimension, download installation instructions, view dyno charts showing typical horsepower gains for this product, and view product details. For information on where to buy K&N products, go to knfilters.com.